there. My first poem is Racism Squared. And I wrote it about a time when I was in high school, but I had no idea about Henry Ford and his initiative to get rid of jazz music. He was anti-Semitic and against African American and African and jazz. And so this poem, Racism Squared. Square dances and town squares fill me with an inarticulate fire. How I burn when forced to dance, a folk dance not of my folk. Even at 15, I knew dance was every shape but square. My friends and I dressed in all black, preferred our routine to boogie nights. We circled the floor with heads and hips, even our backs curved to the beat of bass and drum. Unbeknownst to us, we shimmied in the footsteps of our ancestors. In gym class for a grade, we were forced to heed the call, swing your partner. And I was swung into the center of every southern town I entered, where the phantom auction block sits, where the caller barks, bitter, 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 sold. I flinch when fireworks explode. I can't celebrate or abide parades papered red, white, and blue or Irish green. As people drunk stumble to bad beer and music that twangs. There was a time when we were dismembered on these streets. I flash back to whip crack and snap of branches, to another black man or black woman hanging half-mast on trees, while white people feast overhead, my people swing. And the last poem is Dreams Speak My Father's Words in honor of Harriet Wilson. Most of us know Harriet Tubman, but I honor Harriet E. Wilson, who was the first African American novelist. And she was also a businesswoman who sold hair dye, and she was also clairvoyant. And so this poem is for her. It's called Dreams Speak My Father's Words. Her father died, but she felt like her father came back to her. So I'm speaking in her father's voice and her voice. I had to coax my heart open to see what my bones already know. Follow how the blood road travels back to understand how the tree root shoots from solid ground. If I stand still long enough, I can feel how the earth turns by my father's dark hand, how he lifts the veil so I can stare into the worlds between the worlds. The branch bottles hold his clear voice as he dreams speaks in my ear, shows me how destiny's wheel turns, how trouble will hound me many of my days, how grief will rob me of my son, my beloved held at my breast, how work will do its best to beat my body down. He says, trouble will stand next to me like kin. Bedridden, I will beg to die. But he chants, fair daughter, you will rise. You will rise and follow the leaves. The call of my dream voice will guide you to trace your palms, close your eyes, feel the pulse, see how the future connects to your strong lifeline. Your legacy blown on bottles, etched in books, gifts held by others. You will be known as the earnest, eloquent clairvoyant. On this dirt path paved, you will conjure what the world hands you. Navigate the heart. Palm smooth jagged rocks into fortune. Divine daughter, dance between the worlds. Curtains drawn open. Gain inner sight. See how at the core all turns and turns. Thank you.